going on, guys? But yeah. In my opinion, only a peasant would actually click this video. But anyways, let's just get into this. So, welcome to Playing Runescape Properly Season 2, Episode 4. I've actually introed this one correctly. So, well, okay, so I need to try and remember actually what happened in the last episode. But I believe I just finished off doing some ice strike homes, and I got a lot of logs and magic things from that task. So after that, I decided to actually take that kind of one step forward to turn all that stuff into making. Oh, I'm going to vomit because I can see that stupid taskbar at the top of the screen. Oh, thank you, get it off. Yeah, so I decided to actually do something which is it's not really kind of crazy, but it's something that I kind of enjoyed doing because it does make this series kind of in the situation that it would actually be when I created this, to do things like this. But there's actually a guy in this game who cut all his own magic logs, fletched all his own bows, collected all his own flax, spun his own bowstrings, and then runecrafted his own nature runes, made the bows, out them all the way to 99 magic. I kind of followed that, like, road kind of thing, and I actually, once I got all these logs, I didn't woodcut them, but I got it from a task, but I decided to create them all into bows by collecting the supplies myself. So after getting that ice strike quote task, I got a Ganodermic task, and I know that they drop flax, so I decided to do that before I actually went to actually collect my own flax. So get ready for this. Here we go. Back to episode 1. When was the last time I collected flax? Quite a while ago, but as far as I'm aware, flax field, as you can see, is kind of dead. No one bots it. The money here is just so terrible that I just don't even think that it's... I don't know. I mean, I've never found making flax a good money making method ever in the game. I don't think I've ever picked flax for money. I've spun bowstrings for money, but I've never ever picked flax. It just doesn't seem worthwhile. I mean, there's better methods out there that you can quite easily get and just do those instead and yield like $1 mil profit an hour just doing nothing. But yeah, I collected all my own flax on top of the 200 that I got off the Ganodermic, so I could obviously see it. I crafted them all, well, spun them all into bowstrings so that I could go and string my bows, which you'll most likely see in a second. But I cut my logs. I think it was either 577 bows I had to make. Oh, we'll find out in a second, actually. Let's see. Yeah, 577 bowstrings, which means that I could fletch all my own bows. So I did this, and I fletched all my magic bows and my Yulong bows, which ended up with an absolute whopping profit, but it's something I kind of enjoyed. It took me maybe 4 hours to do it in total, but it's just that kind of thing that's really enjoyable to do that you'd actually do if you weren't that rich in the game. Just go and make the much profit as you can. But yeah, it only yielded 450k, so obviously the profit for the time was nothing, next to nothing, maybe 100k an hour. Bonus profit, maybe 100k in 4 hours, so it wasn't worth doing, but it was just something that I decided to do. I probably won't do it again on the series, and maybe I will because it was enjoyable to do simply because it was something completely different. But I mean, obviously when I do this series, I do try to experiment money-making methods and find decent ones out, but I don't want to be using some money-making methods which are just completely obsolete. Like, there's no point in me going to cut, I've said this before, but there's no point in me cutting a magic tree down for an hour if I could go get a Ganodermics and make 10 times as much. I mean, it's just kind of common sense, that. So there are quite a lot of money-making methods that you will not see in this series, and like picking flax is going to be one of them you won't see often. But yeah, anyways, here I'm actually on a 35 million cash pile. So at the start of the series, when I peaked at the Army of Godsword, I did try to actually buy myself a what's it called, a Fury kit, but I didn't think it was worth it. Now, as for my Slayer points, I have 2,338 points here. I started with 2,000, so I started with like 2009 or something like that. I'll have to go and double check it, but I know perfectly well how many I've got, and I've decided not to use my 2,000, but maybe I'll use those in the world. I don't know, they're just not there, but I don't see spending them. But as long as my points don't go under 2,000, then I believe that I shouldn't be allowed to use anything under that, really. So if I do get like an ice strike worm task, no, not that, a wyvern. If I get a wyvern task, oh, I'm not going to be happy, and I don't have the points to skip it. I will cry. I will be in a very bad situation, because that task I'll probably range it, but it'll take me like 2 hours to do. But I guess when I'm going for money and slaying wyverns, probably good money to bank the bones, and then if I go super tryhard, I can go and bone crush those bones and make myself some super prayer potions. Oh yeah. But yeah, anyways, because I got a dark beast task, I ranged dark beasts, and I decided to get some extreme range pots, because I don't really feel the need in using overloads on slayer tasks at the moment, because I can't really afford it. So I always actually say to people that I have a really good black demon task. You're about to see it now. You can't see it fully well, but this is what I do. I plant my cannon there. Dead easy to find if you go yourself, but I have a clip in a second that actually shows how good this spot is. But I think I killed 219 dark beasts. I think I got in around 30 to 35. I think it was 30 minutes. So it's something like 400 black demons an hour, which is, that's almost 70k Slayer experience, and you get mad crimsons. In my opinion, this has to be one of the best tasks in the game, and it's always been one of my favourite Slayer tasks. I think Ice Strike Coins are probably my favourite Slayer task, but yeah. Anyways, here I got 45 million range XP, so that was a nice one. I'll try and update you all when I get like milestones on my skills. Like, people don't actually realise that my total experience on my account is actually ridiculously high. And when I say ridiculously high, I mean it's a lot higher than I expect it to be, and it's something in like 600 million, so yeah, 600 million. But anyways, go get another task, not sure what it is, but we'll find out in a second. Hellhounds. Ugh. But anyways, after this, I decided to go PKing for a bit, and I actually recorded myself a PK commentary, so there's a link to it there. If you watch the rest of this episode, it will be showing clips from the commentary, so it will be spoilers, so if you want to watch it now, click that now, it'll open a new window, and then you can watch the rest of the video. But however, it's going to play the clips now, so I recommend you turn it off quickly. Go, go, go! I know, I'm joking. But anyways, I'm PKing for a bit, so of course when I make this series, I do have to show the clips I get PKing, just to show how much money I get. Now sometimes I probably will start cutting down on the clips because I will put PvP in there. Like there's lots of comments, like I've covered this before a lot of times, that people say they don't like the PvP section. I'm never going to always remove it, so there's not really much point in that, but I do cut my clips down as much as I possibly can. So I mean, I show you the last like second of the fight, so it's not that bad for you to watch. But I think if I get the time, well, not really the time, but if I decide to do it, maybe I'll actually completely cut down the PKing clips and just say, right, I went PKing, show any really good clips I get, or maybe if I go PKing, I'll just record a commentary every time. But I can't PK at certain times because I can't stand, like, I know I complain about it a lot, but when I PK in lag, I rage quit PKing so quickly, I can't PK at, like, I don't know, 5 PM GMT. After that, it just starts lagging so bad that I just can't do it. So I have to PK early in the morning, and then, or an update. If an update comes, oh my god, I think I have some, at the start of series 5, I mean episode 5, sorry, I've got some PK clips where right after an update, oh, everything was perfect time and it was so nice. But yeah, I think there's a dragon impling at the start of this one that I didn't talk about. But yeah, if you ever spot, I've said it a lot of times, but if you ever spot a dragon or a kingly impling anywhere, if you tell me the location in my friends chat, if you want to add me so no one else comes and get it. Most people, I mean, there's always that one guy that just wants to get it in front before me, but I don't really mind. If I get beat to it, it's fair play. I mean, if you see it, some people really want to get that 700k as well. But if you spot one, join my friends chat, PM me about it. I'll get there as soon as I can. And then I will split you 60-40, so therefore you make a lot of money, but all you have to, preferably if you spot it, follow it. It may take time, but if I'm busy, I'll tell you that, so I'm not going to waste your time. If I miss your message, then you can message a rank to see it, because when I'm in my friend's chat, sometimes I'm doing many things at once, like I may be editing a video or something, but it may get like difficult for me to actually keep up to date on everything that I'm actually saying in my friend's chat. So if I miss your messages, I do apologise, but I will get around to it if I do see it. I do not ignore you. The only people I ignore in my friend's chat are the people who don't follow, like, if you didn't watch my video, the rules of my friend's chat kind of thing, people that don't follow those rules just like that kind of thing. Now, you just saw that death there. The live commentary version, I recommend you go watch it for my reaction. I'm sure you all want to do it, but yeah. Anyways, the commentary, this was all actually recorded. Like, when I do this out, I record my commentary clips, put them in a separate folder, and then switch back to the video if I do anything in between. So, this PK commentary, this, like, what happened in between the commentary, really, is the fact that me getting the kingly impling and all that, so it kind of just tells you everything that I really do. So here we go. We have a herb switch. Lately I've actually been getting some really bad, like that was all right if I didn't misclick that herb, but I've been getting some really bad herb switches. So I only want to put the good herb switches in. Like if I want, I could put all my herb switches into like a folder and upload like a 10-minute video of me just doing all the fails. I don't even know. Some people like them. I know a lot of people say it's pointless and they don't care about it, but there are some people out there that just seem to enjoy them. I really don't know why, but it's just a part of the video that I just have to put in now. But I only got on in here. But anyways, clue scrolls as well. I believe a lot of people are enjoying the clue scroll part of the series, where, because obviously I can strike a big reward if I actually get lucky, but sometimes obviously the rewards are kind of junk. Well, most of the times really the rewards are going to be complete junk, but eventually, I have to keep doing it. I mean, it's not like I'm going to do one clue and get a Zammy page straight away. If I do maybe 50 clues, maybe I'll hit a Zammy page on that one. That's 5 mil right there. Clue takes me... I know the most of the clue rewards. The only ones I don't know are like the... any new ones, because I haven't done clues in like 2 years or something. And any like... what are they called? I'm trying to think of the name. What are they called? The coordinate clues. I don't know this. I know some of them, like if I see a certain coordinate, I can recognise it. So, yeah. That's another thing. I got a rune trimmed full helm with that, which was practically nothing. But I know people are going to say, I know that the Ring of Wealth helps on the chest. I did forget it for a few clues, but now I've started using it, so you don't need to worry about that one. This clue took forever, because it took me ages to get here, and then I forgot my everything. I forgot my spade, and then I forgot my sextant, and it was just like, oh, this clue is horrible. But, yeah, when I was doing my Hellhound task, something I normally never ever do, regardless of what my bank is to actually leave in a task to do a clue scroll. But obviously, because I'm trying to make as much money as I can on this series in like as short time as I possibly can, then I'm actually doing clues in between the clue scrolls. In between the tasks, so that I can actually potentially get myself some more money. But overall, if I can do 3 clues in the time I could do 1. And then still get the task. Like, I mean, the Hellhound task you saw, if I was actually slaying for full experience there, I would have left. But Hellhounds are a task where the only good drop you can get off them is a clue scroll. So I see that as a decent task. That's actually worth maybe actually banking midway to actually go do a clue scroll. But overall, like I said, you don't really see the behind the scenes to this. You just see the highlights kind of like throughout it, so you know what I'm doing. So the time doesn't really matter to you. So that's not a problem, I guess. So yeah, anyways, this clue as well, I think it's the same clue. I kept trekking, like if you see the clues, I had to keep trekking around RuneScape. It was going corner to corner, and it was just so deaf. But here we go, the clue reward, and, oh no, it wasn't the clue reward, I was looking at the wrong part of the screen. I'll get the clue reward eventually. Look at that, running into the wieldy, all my gear. That's just how dead Mage Bank is. Back in the day, if you were doing a clue, there was probably actually people who would actually kill you. Like, I remember ages ago I was doing a level 3 clue and I had the one by the Wildy course, like the very northwest of the wilderness, and I actually got killed on the way. So here we go. Oh my god, what the hell is that? Like, I think Jagex did an update where if you do a clue, you always get a clue item, almost guaranteed. But I always get these stupid scrolls and Meerkat scroll. What the hell is a Meerkat? I don't have a clue. It's worth like 3k. I don't even want that junk, but yeah, unfortunately, nothing I can do about it. But eventually, like I said, I will strike good, and it will be fairly decent money, I guess, so that'd be cool. But yeah, another clue scroll, so kind of 3 in a row. It's probably going to get boring at this point, but I did try, like I said, I mean, some people do enjoy the clues because it's just like short bit of time. It could suddenly yield me a mass profit, and it'd be really nice to like get a Robin Hood hat or a Zamorak page, or maybe not a page. The Robin Hood hat would be the best, like, I don't know, if I get a 3rd age piece, oh my god, I will cry. I will be, I don't think I never will. I'm not that lucky. I mean, throughout my time in RuneScape, I've killed 22,000 dragons. I've never had a visage or visage. I don't know how you pronounce that. I think it's I just call it visage. I mean, I pronounce a lot of things in this wrong. It's like pretty much when I pronounce something for the first time, I call it that for ages. Like I call piety and piety. I don't have a clue what it is, but yeah, I actually cut part of this clue out by mistake, but I actually remembered that. I came here and I was like, right, what is this? I know the answers to all of these, and I was like, right, let's just guess 13, and then maybe it'll be right. And it was right, and I was like, yay, and I was pretty happy. But clue reward here, possibly? Oh my god. I mean, just seeing stuff like that, I think for maybe 1 second that I made a bit of profit, but then you price check it and you know it's just 40k and complete useless item, so it makes you upset. But yeah, went to do my mutated Jadinko task, and I would have to say this task was so hard to do. Like, the next parts you're going to see in this video, well, I got a whip vine. I was really happy to get that whip vine because this task was taking so long, but I did get one, which we'll see. You'll see soon that I do boost quite a lot of profit from that whip vine, but yeah, there you go, look, 2.8 mil just for doing that. But this task took me around 2 hours, and it was probably one of the only Slayer tasks I currently do in the game that I can't do it in one trip. Almost every Slayer task I can do in one trip. These things completely murder me. I can't even live off a unicorn. I have to be constantly soul split toggling them to actually survive. But yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to do them again. I did get a whip vine, but now that I've got one whip vine, the odds of me getting another one's just going to be so low that to spend 2 hours there, I don't know. I mean, it's a really expensive Slayer item, so maybe it probably is worth doing them, but the task itself is really horrible to do. Once I get like things like 80 attack, and I'll be able to use a rapier on them, because I've heard they're actually weak to stab, but I don't actually fully know that yet. I'll research it, obviously. Then maybe I will go back to them, but as for now, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, got an effigy. I love effigies. They are the best drop in the game, without a doubt. I would take any drop over. I mean, I'll take an effigy over like any drop, unless it's something ridiculous expensive. But yeah, knowing me, doing my stupid risks when slaying. But I was editing. I think it was episode 3 when I was actually doing this one. I was editing episode 3, and I looked back and my anti-fire ran out. I clicked my anti-fire, but it had already done the dragon breath, so obviously I died. But so I can die anywhere in the game and get back in time. It's not a problem. Like, I think the only places I won't be able to get back in time is maybe Armadillo Solo. Probably not. Probably just maybe, but I doubt it because I'd have to go buy a lot of supplies. But Armadillo Solo, I probably couldn't get back, and Saradomin Solo, I probably couldn't get back. But I think everywhere else in the game, I believe I could actually get back there. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But if I die in a Slayer task, if I die in game, I mean, now that the gravestones have existed, then another effigy. How nice is that? But this is in the same day, I remember this. I was doing this task rate because I was on Runecore at the same time, which is going to be a video on that tomorrow because Runecore's had some huge updates, so I will do something on that when I can. But yeah, I did actually get a dark bow, but I swear I had the recording, but apparently I don't, so I apologise. I did get a dark bow drop. I banked it with my yak, but I can't actually remember it was there. We just passed a delete if anyone cares. But yeah, 14 million runecrafting experience, and I decided, I don't know if I'm probably not going to show my dailies anymore. You all know where the profit comes from my dailies. But yeah, anyways, I moved on to a blue dragon task, another really good task for me because I can make some huge profit. And I remember I was complaining in my friend's chat that I could not get myself a dragon egg. I just look at my health points. What am I doing? I didn't die there, just so you all wonder, but I just take ridiculous risks. But I mean, I guess soul split can't. Oh, never mind. I teleported because I was out of food. Oh, I was just dying, I don't know. But yeah, I decided to put the blue dragon egg in the incubator, so I will be getting back to doing that one. But yep, that's it for this episode, guys. So I do hope you've enjoyed episode 4. I will be getting episode 5 out tomorrow, but there are potentially going to be 3. There's going to be 3 videos today, and there's also going to be 3 videos tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to have to get out a new bank video. I'm going to have to get out episode 5, and I'll be getting out Saturday server as well. So that is 6 videos in 2 days. So look forward to all of those, guys. Although the Elemental Workshop one was kind of like a mini video that not many people are going to care about, but that's about it from me, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.